This is my front door in Helsinki since the 12th of February 2024. The building management company KOTIKATU refused to repair it. Helsinki police told me the city should repair it. The city, Helsinki Kaupunki, refused to repair it and told me to talk to my psychiatrist. KOTIKATU basic representatives told me the landlord needs to fix it. The landlord is Allegra Psychology Oy. That's a company owned by my ex-partner, Hanna Vuorivirta. Previously, Hanna Vuorivirta has told me that forcing someone with severe PTSD to live without a safety lock or, and in this case, a hole in the door is a form of acute psychological and social torture. This is what Anna and her lawyer, Hanna Riivari, have been putting me through. There is no way to feel safe. There is no way to feel secure. It only makes it easy for the police because they just pop the door now. I've stuffed it with newspaper, but that doesn't really help because sometimes I come home and I find that someone in the building has moved the newspaper so they can look inside the apartment. Obviously, that's a very uncomfortable feeling. You can pretty much put a small fist, a fist through the hole. It's pretty ridiculous. If any of you have been watching this or listening to any of these, you'd be aware that subsequent to Hanna Vuorivirta's perjury and obstruction of a previous illegal eviction, I was forced into a situation where I had to rent an apartment from her company, which was allegedly supposed to be part of a disability rehabilitative work scheme, which was all a scam wrapped in some form of coercive control abuse, which just gradually escalated over time, leaving me trapped. But I contacted KOTIKATU, the city, the police. No one wants to repair the door. No one wants to take responsibility. And Hanna Vuorivirta, who's the landlord, refuses to repair it. Which is probably because, she keeps filing false reports with the police and subjecting me to police violence. Whereupon it gets discovered that Hanna Vuorivirta and her lawyer, Hanna Riivari, have lied to the police, and I get released. On the 9th of August 2024, I contacted KOTIKATU CEO, I think, Ville Rantala, and I said, "Hi, February 12th, 2024, as part of an ongoing domestic abuse and coercive control abuse, my ex-partner lied to Helsinki police to have me raided by the police. I was able to prove my ex-partner lied and was released from custody. I have not had a functioning door since February 12th. KOTIKATU refused to repair the door. That's KOTIKATU colluding to take part in abuse. Repair the door. EF fluff." Surprisingly, for Finland, Ville Rantala replied, "Kindly contact housing manager to get the decision, please. We do act based on orders. We are not decision maker in these types of activities. Kind regards, Ville Rantala," which is a polite response. However, this is a fucking untenable situation. And that's it. So I just am forced in a situation where my ex-partner has explicitly and repeatedly told me what they are doing to me. Just the door, putting everything else aside, is a form of acute psychological and social abuse and torture. Which is funny because I offered Helsinki police the phone recording of her telling me this, and they've refused it because they have a pattern of refusing evidence if it relates to a Finnish person, because then they might have to do something. But here we can see basically, I don't have any rights. I'm not even allowed to have a front door. People who question this and stuff, there's my door, stuffed with newspaper. This is fucking ridiculous. And, this is one of the points that corrupt lawyer Hanna Riivari has been trying to protect and maintain. And this is, by all accounts, this is insane. Like, what the hell? It's not even in the realms of normal reality, but this is the level of abuse that the Helsinki police, particularly Detective Katarina Rin and Heli Millimäki, like to protect, because, they're, I don't know, man, they don't seem to think that women can be abusers, but this is what's happening. So I just thought I'd make a short video about this. This is day 8 of hunger strike. I'm going to start posting the weight loss videos shortly. I've lost about 4.5 kilos. I mean, I don't really know where they think this goes, especially considering the police psychiatrist in Pasila revealed he had a conflict of interest, verbally abused me, and then refused to have anything to do with me, and the nurse had to tell me. Like, it's just ridiculous.